Hey, everybody. Welcome to the AAA episode number 450 question mark, because I'm not really sure. But joining me in the sitting room, as always, are Drunkle and Sinatra. Drunkle, what's the number?
0800 00 1066.
Even I know it now.
I don't know.
My God.
I try, because there was... I missed one, and then you missed one, and then Sinatra did one. And then, I mean, we should be... 5, 4, 8.
5, 4, 8?
Maybe. Why are you asking me? I don't know. I'm barely even here right now.
Well, you know what? I'm going to go 5, 4, 8. And if anybody says, well, it's not 5, 4, 8, well, I'll tell them to take it up with you.
What if I say that it's not? What if I look it up? I mean, yeah, last one was 5, 4, 7. That was Monday. So, yeah, why not?
There we go. 5, 4, 8. It's set now.
All
right.
Whew.
Episode 5, 4, 8. Take me out. I'm done. And then also, Sinatra's joining us as well. Sin, how you doing?
Oh, God, my audio was giving me such a hard time because I'm at my house and I forgot I had to like reinstall everything. I'm like, oh, the show's not started. I can go take a piss. I can chill. No, you guys were talking the whole time. I just had no audio.
Is that why you're... Well, hold on here. There. I was going to ask, is that why you're quieter than usual? But I just turned you up, so... Good.
Is it that better?
Hello? No. Don't adjust it. You'll be booming. I just turned you up.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, what's going on?
Well, you know, just...
I should have done an audio test before the show, but here we are.
This is Turkey Lovin' Wednesdays, where we actually appreciate the taste of the national bird. Unlike...
Who's national bird?
Well, Dr. Benjamin Franklin thought that the turkey should be our national bird, and I agree with him.
Well, are we?
Bald eagle, man. Like, majestic in nature.
Yeah, you can't eat them.
That's right. And you can make bald eagle omelets, but people tend to look down on you for it, so it's just not worth it.
It should be illegal to eat turkey, too.
Why? They're tasty.
It's terrible.
Oh, no, they're delicious. You're just wrong.
You're not allowed to eat bald eagles? That's like the American swan.
What?
Yes.
Where can't you eat swans?
Britain.
No shit.
Yeah. Apparently, the royal family owns every swan. Yeah.
That sounds about right. We own the forest. Yeah. We own the swans. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah. I just looked it up under the Bald and Golden Eagle Protection Act. Of 1940, you cannot eat a bald eagle
or a swan.
Fuck. I'll eat one.
Fascist.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Look, I'll eat a bald eagle. You eat a swan, and we'll get together and compare notes.
That doesn't sound like a bad call.
Eagle meat is very dark and has a texture that resembles that of beef. Oh, don't threaten me with a good time.
And the flavor of freedom.
Yeah. It has a gamey flavor with notes of wildfowl.
Ah, man, if I'm gonna have fowl, it's gonna be wild.
It's almost like they're trying to get you not to eat it.
Well, you don't like gamey or you don't like fowl?
Beef.
Fowl.
Flavor. You don't like flavor.
Really? You don't like pheasant? Nothing? No game meats at all?
Never had pheasant, but no, not really.
Okay. Have you ever had red game meats? You know, deer, antelope, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like them?
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
Now imagine that, but with wings.
Yeah.
The first time I ever ate deer, the guy was like, you might have to pick some buckshot out of it. And I was just like, okay.
What a manly snack.
Yeah, I know. Advocacy is like, that makes me want to eat it. Yeah. I mean, so I'm not going to ask Sinatra what he does when he gets turkey in front of him, because I think wretch is the answer. But
no, I will eat it. I'm not going to be rude. There is good turkey, but like your standard fucking turkey that you Griswold and cut it off the bone, that's usually not good.
Okay, you know what? I'll let the remainder of turkey insults I was going to lay at you go for turning Griswold into a verb of how to cook a turkey. That was good.
Like,
that was good.
My mother-in-law, she'll make turkey roll. That's pretty good.
It is. Yeah, I like turkey roll.
It's just the white meat, and it's actually juicy. There's flavor there, but like turkey breast that you have to have that slicer. No, I'll pass.
It's funny is you got JB in chat going, antelope? Yeah, I know. I went to say elk, and for some reason antelope came out.
It's fine. I got what you meant.
Okay. It's, you know,
The message was received either way.
them four-legged, stilted, antlered ones. You know, them. I'll tell you something. Darkest red meat I've ever had, moose. It was...
How was that?
It's hard to describe. Imagine, it's very dense, very heavy. Like, you know, you feel the weight on your fork you're not used to. Like, you know, you get like a little cube of beef that you've cut off or whatever it is, whatever little size of beef you cut off of a steak. When you lift up the moose, it's heavy. See, that's what you need to cut your turkey. A lightsaber. Am I the only one that jumps when that hits?
But you
I
know
just
it's
heard the
coming.
audio. I
What-
didn't see it.
It doesn't matter. I know it's coming.
made
I'm
it.
aware, and it still makes me jump, man. I just... Zara, thank you very much for the $5. Ahoy, hoy, Polly, and ahoy, hoy to you too, Zara. I just wanted to shout out Jesus, first man to have a blood alcohol content of 100%. Truly an inspiration to all us professional drinkers out there.
That's true.
Nice. Very nice.
Nice.
I can appreciate that. And the only man to serve the best wine last. Truly a man of taste. Steve Dave, thank you for the $6.50 and for jolting me a little bit there. Sinatra hates turkey. Drunkle hates cheese. What about you, Polly? Let's get the trifecta of shit people who don't... The trifecta of shit people don't like on this show. Oh, and smash the like button, I guess. Pansy-ass pinkos.
Look, it's not... Oh, wow.
Go ahead.
Now I consider myself told off.
Well,
That's me for
That
the rest
was-
of the show now.
The BTK. What's going on, Kayla? I legitimately had road-killed bear cooked into a stroganoff this past week. Delicious. Happy birthday, Sanu. Thank you, BTK, for remembering what day it is. And I would eat the fuck out of that too, honestly.
Well, what day is
so
it?
would I.
Wednesday.
Oh, okay. What was this about tasting turkey day?
Yeah, today's just Turkey Day, because Monday we had to
Why?
hear all this propaganda against turkeys. So I thought Wednesday should be just no. We're going to talk positively about turkey.
What was Monday's turkey-based propaganda?
Sinatra saying that turkey was terrible. You don't remember that? I don't remember
That's not
No,
propaganda.
that's not propaganda. That's just honesty and facts.
that. You're also the guy who doesn't like lemonade, and I told you you're not allowed that opinion. You have to.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of lemonade.
Yep.
See, it's not that he doesn't... Look, I don't hate cheese. I just don't like it. You know, I can soldier my way through a cheeseburger. If someone says I got a free cheeseburger here, do you want it? I'll be like, yeah, fucking right, I do.
Yeah, if someone's like, do you want ice water or do you want some lemonade or do you want iced tea? Like, take some iced tea, maybe some water.
Yeah, but if you
Not
gave
the
me the
lemonade?
option
Nah,
of
not
iced tea or lemonade, I'd take iced tea as well. It doesn't mean I don't love lemonade. Everyone loves lemonade. You're just wrong.
Well, then I guess I'll be wrong.
It's sugared lemons and
I don't even
water.
like-
It's delicious.
You're not selling it, are you? Sugared lemons and water. Oh, yeah, fucking sign me
I
up.
don't even like a heavy lemon in cocktail, honestly.
I like an orange.
Lime
like
I
a
can
slice of
handle.
Orange.
Orange is good. Lime is good. But lemon, it's such an overwhelming flavor. Like, you can't drink lemonade as like your beverage for a meal because it just overwhelms the meal. It's an overwhelming flavor, and it's not always that sweet to override the sourness of the lemon.
Well, you think, right, you're talking real lemonade. You get like, shitty white man lemonade, which is just, like the soda version.
Okay.
Comes in a bottle, right?
Sorry, what's
or you
what's
get
the
the-
Asian man lemonade like?
That's the real lemonade. That's the Eastern European lemonade. That's bitter. It tastes of lemons. As opposed to, like just the regular see-through lemonade that's carbonated that you buy in a store. It's just like, that's a mixer. That's
Gotcha.
mixer lemonade. You can have that with a meal, but then I don't really count that as lemonade, to be honest. That's mixer.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good question, Sin. You don't like bar mix to make your, classic bourbon sour, for example.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, that's
well,
limes, but
sour, but
like,
yeah. And that's fine. Sweet and sour mix is fine. I just don't like lemonade from a lemon.
Can't come from a lemon.
The
lemonade
other
from a
fruit
lemon.
you get it from.
I
Gotta go
understand.
synthetic lemonade.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the bottle of lemonade you can buy at a store is fine.
Yeah, but that doesn't taste anything like lemons, though. That's the thing, it just tastes of
Well,
fizz.
so here's the thing: is like you don't like lemons
Do you
because
like-
it's overpowering. But I mean, that would be like saying taking a tablespoon full of yellow mustard would be overpowering. Well, yeah, you're
Well, it
not
would
supposed
be.
to use it in massive amounts where that's all you can taste. It's designed to
Do you-
accentuate.
Do you like shit, you just made me forget about it. Oh my god, it was right on the tip of my tongue.
Interestingly, that's
Banana
where you
like
taste
the
sour.
fake banana flavor.
Oh, no. Oh, God,
Baked
no.
banana flavor?
Fake.
Oh
Like
no, I don't.
the
Not at
artificial
all.
banana.
No, like
Banana
banana
flavoring.
candies and shit like that. No, I don't at all.
Why not?
It tastes nothing like banana. It tastes how a banana looks.
I'm
yeah.
not that big of a
Lemonade should
fan of
taste like lemonade flavoring.
Why do they make carbonated drinks like, banana aid? Why haven't we got that?
Because bananas aren't very
banana.
juicy.
Yeah,
They're
what are
very,
you
very
talking
high in
about? You
sugar.
ever tried to juice a banana? You know what happens? It's pretty ugly.
Well, when it comes to making a smoothie, use a banana as a thickening agent for the smoothie. But it's not but then it's not like bananas are used in these banana flavored things anyway.
But like strawberry banana's good.
That's
Strawberry
true.
lemonade is
Strawberry
good.
banana is good. But I agree with you on the smoothie thing because I was talking about like juicing. But yeah, a banana and a smoothie it's pretty delicious.
Oh yeah, add a little bit of lemon juice in there, but that's just to make the smoothie last longer.
Why does it make it last longer? Because it tarts it
I
up.
think it's just the acid, to be honest. It not makes it last longer. Like, oh god, I don't want to drink that, and it lasts ages. But its longevity is increased by the presence of lemon.
Well, my thing was the frozen cranberries, the frozen whole cranberries. I didn't need the lemon juice anymore after because they're tart as all hell, like on their own.
Oh, I
right?
love a cranberry.
Yeah,
fuck yeah.
Cranberries are the underrated berry. They just, if you make smoothies and you're not fucking with the cranberries, you should really sincerely think about giving it a shot. Don't use
the
ice cubes.
frozen
Use
cranberry.
frozen fruit and start with the frozen whole cranberries, and then
Use some fucking ice cubes in a smoothie anyway. What the fucking
People,
what animal
I
does
know,
that?
people do that, and it's like, but wait, frozen whole fruit or cube fruits available for cheap at the grocery store. Why would you water
Yes.
your shit down instead of adding nutrient-rich fruit and shit in there?
Fruit.
Yeah.
Cranberries. Well, the first smoothie I made, I used all the fruit was frozen, and Matt, you couldn't suck this smoothie up through a straw. It was it was slush. It was fucking delicious. I had to fucking eat it with a spoon
Oh,
out of the
kid
glass.
me?
It
I've
was
cracked
amazing.
ribs trying to fucking pull my smoothies through a straw. Triple
That's-
thick's the
see,
way to
that's a
go.
smoothie.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You put your straw in there and it stands up on its own, you're winning.
I'm fucking chewing my drink over here.
Cranberry upside down cake. Yeah, I'd go there.
We had I was had some raspberries, right? I was defrosted some raspberries for raspberry-based shenanigans, and it was they were sat in a container, and there was all this, as they defrosted, all this raspberry juice, a jus, if you will, began to permeate out of the raspberry and collect in the bottom of the container. And I went, oh, hold on a second, because me and my friend, we were drinking some cider, we were drinking Thatcher's, but out of a glass because we're posh, right? And I went, oh, hold on a second, and I went and I got some of this this raspberry juice. Pure raspberry juice, and just added it to some of the cider, right? Hard cider. This is actual cider, not what you guys have, what we call apple juice. Alcoholic apple juice. Oh my god, dude! Just a hint of pure raspberry juice in your pint of cider, fucking game changer. Most refreshing alcoholic beverage I've ever had.
I remember watching. It's funny you're talking about that. Because remember you told us story before, and I'm like, that's fascinating. I should go out of my way.
Did you say it just as sarcastic as then? Did you? That's brilliant. Moving on.
Wow. I got to work on my tone because I didn't even want that to be sarcastic. I was trying to use it as a segue. Am I so used to using sarcasm?
British.
I sound that way all the time.
Maybe I look out for it because of my British heritage.
I got to look into freezing.
No, carry
that
on.
shit.
It's really interesting.
Getting the tiny little like dinosaur ones like you have, the dinosaur molds. You know what I mean? And put a bunch of fruit juice in there for my stuff and things. I remember watching a bartender actually walk away from the bar because he was asked to pour. So they're opening vintage champagne for this wedding that I was at. And a bunch of the ladies had suggested they wanted blackberry cassis at the bottom of their champagne flutes to then be topped up with champagne. And he walked away. He wouldn't do it.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, he was like, I can't do that. He goes, this is vintage champagne. It's like $200 a bottle.
You think that's bad? I got one for you. I went to a bar with my buddy, and my hetero life mate, we like to go out fancy when we go on our little man date. So we went to this really, really fucking more upscale spot in Cleveland. That's a very famous bourbon bar.
Uh-huh.
So we're doing little pours of this, that. I think I got a pour of Weller CYPB, and it was like $35 for an ounce of this shit, dude. And they had Pappy 25 year. And my buddy goes, how much for a pour of that? The guy's like $200. And we're like,
what?
Nope. So we're just sitting there talking. And the guy goes, well, you guys know your bourbon, right? And we're like, yeah. And he goes, I got a story for you. And he tells us that it was a wedding party, and the groom ordered a pour of Pappy 15, I think, for all of the people. And one guy dumped it in a can of Coke.
No.
And fists were thrown?
No, but he said everyone just stared at him.
Yeah. They were divorced 3 months later.
Probably.
You know what happened when I threw up that Port Ellen in the backyard? Nothing. No one stared at me. They were just like, damn.
He mercilessly took the piss out of you for 6 months.
No, it's just, oh shit, Rudiger's down. That was it. They were more laughing at me that I was bent over throwing up.
Yeah, I would have been the unhelpful friend. I would have been like, you just drank some of the most expensive scotch you've ever seen in your life, and this is how you treat it?
Scoop it up. Drink it again.
Drink it again. Oh, God. Disgusting.
How to get Polly yelling, fuck you, in between fucking heaves. Tell me to scoop up the vomit. Fuck you. Not putting up with that shit.
Clean it up, you spoiled Mick Brat.
Mick,
but,
not remotely Irish. Thank you very much.
Well, whatever derogatory term for you and your people.
It would be American, but technically limey. English heritage.
Oh, God.
Yeah, don't make you English. I mean, you're as English or Irish as Game of Levine is German, which is none.
I am more English than your king. Think about that one for a second.
Yeah, I am more English than... No, look, he's born in England. He's English. It's not...
No, he's
German
British.
Isn't an ethnicity.
He's British.
No, I don't want to get started on that. Fucking, did your vote leave? But it's not an ethnicity. German's a nationality. It doesn't pass down.
You're more
Irish. Got that German skin color.
Oh,
there is differences. Like, there's a reason you can tell how German someone is from their DNA. Like, there are differences beyond just I was born here.
But it's still a nationality. I mean, at that point, their DNA, they wouldn't have even been German. It would have been Goth.
Goth.
Okay, Drunkle, I got a question
I think
for
you meant Gallic, but okay, whatever.
Skater, emo.
Yeah.
So this weekend is the event for Toys for Tots, right?
Oh, is it? Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Like, we're going there Saturday, and tomorrow I'm making a sauce. Because it's a whole party gimmick. Sorry, I choked on my own saliva there. It's a whole party gimmick. And the host is making like a big Thanksgiving dinner. She's like, you guys don't have to bring food, but if you want to bring food, you can. And she messaged me. She's like, do you think you can make some? I said, yeah, sure. So I'm making sauce, meatballs, sausage, and tortellini. I got cheese tortellini. Would you be able to handle that little amount of cheese in a tortellini?
I don't know what tortellini is.
It's like a really, really little fancy folded up ravioli.
Yeah, it's like ravioli, but done awesome. It's supposed to look like the belly button of a beautiful woman, according to the Italians who romanticize everything.
Really?
God bless them. Yeah.
I mean, you're selling it to me. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to do fucking shots out of it.
I'm a big fan of tortellini. It's great.
The thing is, if the cheese is like the main, is the centerpiece of each bite, then no. The thing is, like things that have cheese in it that don't necessarily taste like a cheeseburger isn't overwhelmingly cheesy.
It's probably like 2 parts noodle to 1 part cheese.
No, I wouldn't be able to. No.
Okay.
That's 1/3 cheese. That's too much for me, bro. But I mean, just you have mine. You know what you were going to give me, you keep for yourself.
Well, I was going to anyway.
Oh,
but I look forward every time. It doesn't really matter what it's for. It could just be for like dinner on a Sunday. But I look forward to making a sauce every time. Like I already went to the store and bought the shit. I love making the sauce.
He's the sauce man. He's a saucy boy.
I should send you that video on the old Naples guy, the American New Jersey, who does all the Italian cooking. He's great to watch, making his own sauce from scratch. It inspired me, man. Next time that the plum tomatoes come ripe, I think I want to buy a bushel and try.
I've never made a sauce like that, but I would love to try that kind.
Yeah, he does the step-by-step instructions and so on. And it was, wow, okay, I think I can manage this because there's no seasoning added. It's just, except for a little bit of salt. You're to do that later. This is just for the thick marinara to be able to open a mason jar and pour and go from there. And I'm like, yep, that's a win. Yeah.
My mom never made it like that, so I never had the chance to. I've always made it with like the cans of crushed tomatoes and did it like that. But yeah, I would love to give that a try. But I picked up some toys.
Moon Attic. Thank you for the $2, Moon Attic. Check your normal butyl acetate for a banana smell. It's in several fruits naturally, but I use the stuff on an industrial level, so it isn't something that you want to taste at that purity. Cheers? Question mark?
You're using bananas at an industrial level.
Yeah.
What are you, like a zookeeper?
He could be working in a vape juice factory, maybe, you know?
Oh, that's all in China. Right. Get that popcorn lung.
Oh, they're coming for someone.
As I sit here and hit my vape.
Yeah, same here. But mine's like menthol, which isn't a taste at all.
Yeah, that's all I use.
Yeah. So
mine's banana flavored.
They're not even a taste. They're just activating your cold sensors. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's weird. I smoke reds, but I only smoke menthol. They were out of my vape the other day when I went up there. Like, well, we have strawberry hurricane mango. And I'm like,
what's the hurricane bit taste like?
Probably pineapple. I don't know.
I asked them at the place I go, what's your top selling juice? And they said razzmatastic. Razzmatastic.
Raspberry.
Yep.
And mastitis.
They said it's a berry medley. It's just a mix of a bunch of different berries.
Ugh. Yeah, I don't know how it's fine if that's what you do, but like, I smoke menthol. Whenever I see somebody puffing one, it's like strawberry douche, and I'm like, ugh. But I'm really looking forward to the party this weekend. Everybody here has thrown so much. I've been shopping like the past 2 days to buy toys, and you guys have done amazing. I cannot thank everyone enough. Last week for the Toys for Tots gimmick. The party is Saturday. I'll keep doing it after or just drop it off somewhere local, but this is like the big one.
Don't vape. Smoke like an adult.
Yeah, fucking right. Yeah.
Fucking right.
When it's $10 a fucking pack.
Right. I mean, somebody asked me, and I don't think that they thought I was going to give them this answer. It's like, if you could smoke and it didn't have any impact on your health, you'd still like vape and try and move away from smoking, right? I'm like, no. If I could smoke, if I could chain smoke and it wouldn't impact my health at all, yeah, I'd chain smoke. Wouldn't you?
If it were free.
Yeah, that too.
It does impact my health, and I still smoke. So there's your fucking answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, the only reason I am moving away from cigarettes at the rate that I guess, yeah, I live longer, sure, whatever. But, like, who the fuck? I don't have $10 a day for cigarettes. Get the fuck out of here.
A day? Jesus Christ.
Remember,
I mean,
remember
smoking is not big, and it is not clever, but it is cool.
It's undeniably, it makes you look
Fucking
cool.
right.
I remember in True Detective season 2, Melcoro, he's a chain smoker, right? And he smokes American Spirit Yellow, like original brand, right? I said,
Yeah.
He's smoking, and then Bezzarides, the detective, the lady detective, sitting there with her little e-vape pen, and it's like a true like pen, and it's got like the big light on the end of it to make it look like a cherry, but it's blue. Oh yeah, real nice. And he's like, is that an e-pen? She's like, yeah. He goes, I tried one of those once. It just, I don't know. Maybe it was just too close to sucking a robot's dick.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and it did. I think it was part of like Mick Pizzolatto, the writer. It was part of his like character arc for her because yeah, as soon as times got rough, like things got hard for the detectives. Yeah, she started smoking regular cigarettes again immediately. Marlboro Reds, of course.
Will Sin be live streaming the
Alan.
party? No, I'm not live streaming from my friend's house. Not have.
I spend $30 a day for 2 freaking packs. Fuck. You know,
Wow.
Shodan, that's rough, man.
Since I started
sweet.
like vaping more than I smoke, 1 pack will last me like 3 days, 2-3 days now.
Oh
That's,
yeah,
30
a
grams
20
of rolling
pack will
tobacco.
last me nigh on a week, 5 days or more.
Yeah.
30 grams
it
of rolling
cuts down.
tobacco, £22, so about $30. Lasts me about 2.5 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah,
I have no way of making
alternatives to
sense of that.
the pack of cigarettes is the way to go right now.
Yeah, I
Learn how
told
to
you,
roll.
Drunkle, that I stopped by the tobacconist and got a pouch of tobacco. Well, yeah, a tobacconist.
Yeah, how did that go for you?
I had to get used to rolling with the filters because your suggestion, it's like, oh, you know, I use the filters, and I had never heard of such a thing. Remember, I was asking you after the stream about them, like, what the hell's up with that? And then when I saw them, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. So it's like this small little filter of a certain millimeter size. They're all measured in millimeters because they came from the UK. These filters that I bought, it was good. It was good. You gotta buy. I bought cigar tobacco. Because it's like, I'm a man. I want to.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's like, I'm a man. and it, woo. And I bought, probably stupidly, the king size Rizlas. Because,
What? Those are for joints.
well, that's what I remember from back in the day, twisting up some fatties, okay? So it was like, all right. And,
No, you were going on muscle memory.
and yeah, they got. And,
Cigar tobacco.
and when I'm twisting them up, you'll get the biggest kick out of it. They still have that baseball bat shape to them. You know, they're smaller toward one end, bigger towards the other. And it's like, dude,
Olympic torch.
yeah, you're not rolling a spliff, man. This isn't a new wop. What are you up to? And it's, I don't know.
Jesus
Muscle
Christ,
memory,
you rolled
man.
a fucking weedless blunt.
So it was good. I have to admit, there were a couple of people going, "What do you smell good? What is that?" I'm like, cigar tobacco. Even after it burning, people, yeah. So
I'm in flavor country.
That's right. I am the aroma man. No, yeah.
The
Aroma
jerk master
man.
and the aroma man.
I do have to say, I understand why they have tobacco pouches that seal so that, you know, it doesn't get dry. Like, you know, your own,
Yeah.
you carry in your own pack. Because even though that thing rolls over 2-3 times, you know what I mean? Like the little plastic pouch that they come in, that's still not enough to stop it from drying out.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to moisten it up a couple of times with a few drops of water in there just to,
Oh God.
it's like, well, I started keeping it in the humidor that I have, but what was I going to do? Knock it out there loose? because like inside of that pack, it wasn't enough for the moisture to penetrate into it. It's just didn't work. Just didn't work. Chat vapor pipe. You know what? If my rental agreement allowed me to smoke inside, well, I probably still wouldn't, because then that would slow me down. Yeah. I'm actually not technically supposed to be vaping in here, but you know, the homeowner doesn't listen to this podcast. So in your face, fucker.
Whoa, it's going to be awkward if he does listen.
Yeah, it's like, hey man, I tuned into your stream and holy shit, how are you going to call me out like that? Well, I'm sorry, Barry. Them's the breaks.
Oh, his name's Barry? Oh, fuck that guy.
No, it's not. Barry.
Manilow.
Yeah. Okay.
Manilow!
What about Manilow?
Don't worry.
Some people in chat are still talking about like national origins and shit. Like I'm so many parts of this and so many parts of that. I love how the Godfather line from Jack Woltz will never die. It's like somebody in chat said they're, you know, part Italian, part Irish. It's like, all right, my Mick limey friend. Like it always works. It always works.
Mimey? Lick.
Lick. Yeah. I mean, how did the Jack Woltz conversation go originally? It's like, well, let me tell you something, wop. No, I don't care how many Dago Guinea wops come out of the woodwork. Actually, I'm German-Irish. Well, let me tell you something, my Kraut McFriend. Damn Woltz.
Nice.
Yeah. Fucking Woltz. Okay, so we got to do a nice, tight, clean, get it over and done with show because I got to get going sooner than later. So would you guys like to get started with the snooze?
Yeah, let's do the news, man.
All right. So.
I'm feeling newsy.
Yeah.
I quit drinking 8 years ago. My condolences, Eagle. Well, unless it helped your life out, in which case, good for you, man.
Are you not
I
dehydrated?
used to drink. I still do, but I used to too.
Nice.
Hedberg. Yeah.
Boom. So, this blew my mind. Cruise company announces 4-year skip-forward cruise for Americans looking to escape the Trump presidency.
You could go on a cruise for 4 years?
Yeah, man.
You know what? I can't even be mad. That is so smart.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I first of all, I'm angered that this even exists, but then I think, good, go. Just don't allow them internet access so they can't complain from abroad, you know?
Dude, like, fuck, just, no matter how you feel about US politics, this is fucking brilliant. Who don't want a 4-year cruise?
Seems like a long time.
It's going to be fucking expensive.
Yeah.
But anytime I see something like this, I remember that during the BLM riots, there was some dude, and at the, not the same guy, I think, but the BLM riots and the January 6th riot, there was a guy with a hot dog stand.
I mean, good for him.
You make your fucking money.
Yeah, I love the entrepreneurs down in Florida is where this is based. Announced a new skip-forward excursion this past Thursday, hours after Trump's second stint in the office was solidified with an electoral win. Hours. They were ready to announce this hours after the win that they had this cruise.
Oh, they were working on this ahead of time.
Uh-huh. Brilliant. Aside from spanning years, the journey will take ticket holders to all 7 continents with an Antarctic sail-by and an 8-day trip down the Amazon River.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'd just be there for, like, the luxury of sitting around and good food. Just for 4 years. Just not having to cook, not having to clean. Let's go. I don't give a fuck where it goes. You could just fucking turn the engines off in the Mediterranean and just bob up and down for 4 years. I'd be happy. My
question is, how do you take 4 years off of your life?
Well, if you're looking at a 4-year cruise because Trump got elected, I'm guessing you didn't have much of a life in the first place.
Like, how do you afford that?
Sell your house?
Well, it's on part of it is on the same ship, and then part of it isn't. Like you go to different ports of call, right? And then you're switching ships and so on. You can't have a giant ocean liner cruise ship that's just designed to go back and forth across the Atlantic going down the Amazon River. Clearly you're switching boats, one would imagine.
Why not? Why can't you?
Because it's going to bottom out in certain ports. at certain points because of because of the displacement of the cruise ship.
Well, bottom out. What does bottom out mean?
The bottom of the boat hits
Gonna
the
run a-
bottom of the water of the.
Oh right.
River.
Well, yeah. Well, just don't go to that bit then. Like, okay, just fucking just go out. Just fucking float in the ocean for 4 years.
I just want to know, like,
you're
how
not going
do
on this
you-
cruise to see some sights, are you?
You
You're going
can,
because
you can leave
you're
a cruise
tired
and
of life.
return to it, and that's sort of my point. Is like, how do you leave for 4 years? Well, it's like I'm going to go back to work for like 6 months, and then come back and catch up with the ship at the next port of call. And as long as you have a ticket, you
Oh,
can,
that ain't bad.
you
yeah.
can do that.
Mm.
But like it says in chat, like Alan says in chat, it's for the super rich. Yeah, damn right it is. For people that can
Yeah.
afford to like fly back home for 6 months and then catch up with the cruise later on. Don't leave your wife alone on a cruise.
Just elites eliting.
Mm-hmm.
Still, I'm down.
If 4 years is a bit too long, the company also offers 1, 2, and 3-year packages distinguished by names like Escape from Reality and Everywhere But Home.
Man,
Wow.
you'd get so fat, wouldn't you?
Tickets
I
start at
would
40 grand a
imagine.
year.
All right.
See, there you go, Drunkle. Imagine trying to sail this thing down the Amazon River. You got snakes and toads and shit and all sorts of poisonous turtles.
Well, I just won't go down the Amazon River then. I'll just, just go in between like Spain and Florida. Just back and forth.
What the hell kind of headline is this? Teddy Mellencamp's month-long affair with her married horse trainer Simon Schroeder led to split with husband Edwin Avoyance. What the fuck?
She was fucking a horse trainer and then got divorced from her husband because of it.
Yeah, that sounds like, I mean... Fox host Jesse Waters not invited to family Thanksgiving because there's no room at the table. I just like the idea of Jesse Waters somewhere crying. I can't stand that bastard.
Maybe he don't like turkey either. He's like, fine, fuck it. I'm going on a 2-week cruise.
Yeah. And don't tell me you don't have other places to go. I mean, look at Trump here. He's making people. He's already creating jobs for the cruise industry.
Right.
What a man. Meet the New Yorker behind the Rockefeller Center tree who scouts 100 hopefuls across 6 states each year. I'd love
I
this
think
guy's job.
You missed the first word of the headline there, Polly.
I did so deliberately.
No.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
But it's fur because it's a fir tree. You get it?
Because this is fucking brilliant.
It's hilarious.
Yes.
No, it's not
I
funny.
get it. So, I mean, he's got to work like, what, 1 month out of the year?
Yeah.
It's not bad, is it?
I think this guy's got a great job.
He spend the rest of his time on a cruise.
Yeah. He is the head gardener. That's his title, head gardener. I love that.
Yeah.
Eric,
How much gardening's actually going on? I've never seen such clean workman gloves before.
well, or such a patriotic helmet for that matter. But I mean, he's just standing back a little more to the left, a little the right. No, your other
Yeah.
right. That just
Turn it around.
Yeah.
12 degrees.
his name is Eric Paws, and he's toiled.
Yeah, there you go. Very good.
Where he's toiled for 4 decades, the 58-year-old Long Islander told the Post he scouts easily 100 trees in a 6-state radius each year, saying, forget about it, to any number of lesser quality specimens. Does he actually say that? I find that hard to believe.
You better. Fucking better.
Yeah. The 2024 winner arrived Saturday. Did you guys see it?
No. No. Why would I see that?
I don't know. I mean, this was them bringing it in, and he's like, yeah, I'm in charge. I picked this guy, and then we chopped it down. Fuck nature. You know.
Hot news.
No.
It reached the shores of the UK. A tree has arrived in New York City today.
That's a big
Oh my
deal to
God,
us,
is it-
man. It's a
is it
huge
today
tree,
already?
and it's nice, and yeah, people come from all around, man, from states, in the tri-state area, just see that damn tree lit.
Get a live stream, couldn't you?
Well, see, I know. So
Yeah.
Sin has an actual tree, right? And
Yeah.
if you have you ever had a real tree, Drunkle?
We had one in the garden when I was little.
But did you ever have like an in your house birthday tree?
No.
No. Oh. Well, see, what you got to do is you put them in these little cans of water, but they also have like this brace around them, and then you screw in these tightening pins that go into the base. I want to see the thing that holds this fucker up. It's 74 feet tall.
That thing's got to be thick.
Yeah, 11 tons. An 11-ton Norway spruce.
It's got to go in the ground, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you need like proper fucking foundations for that thing.
Yeah, I don't think a tree stand is going to do the trick. I think this thing has to go like in a fucking manhole. They just have one
Drop it
dedicated
into a manhole. I like that.
No, I mean, think about it. They have one dedicated manhole that gets like a little flow of city water in, and that's it. They're not going to have the fire department there every day with a hose feeding the goddamn thing.
Is this a doorman from nearby or like the commandant of the tree?
I think that is tree commandant.
No, it doesn't say, does it?
No, it doesn't. Like, who is this guy?
Be anyone.
Yeah, the caption doesn't say. It's like, do you think this is like just the way this guy dresses every day? He just wants to be respected. People, he wants everyone to address him as El Capitan, and it's like, oh, here comes El Capitan to get the bagels we threw out in the back alley.
This freaking guy.
Yeah. An 11-ton Norway spruce, tip $10. It me.
You?
It is you. It you. Yeah.
It you.
It him. Or her.
Am I the only one that's tired of hearing about Zendaya? Every time I look over, there she is. Like, what? She has the best agents in Hollywood. Like,
I haven't heard head nor tail of Zendaya in a while.
I have.
There was
if it's not a movie she's in, if it's not a series she's in, it's who she's dating. Yeah, I don't care. It
was an Amazon Prime show. They were showing videos for it, and honestly, like, the aim of an advert for a show is to show what the show is about. Right. But really, it was just shots of Zendaya. It was just like a close up of her putting some glasses on, or her like walking down the road or something. It turns out the show was about tennis. At no point did they even show a tennis racket or a court or a ball or like. It was just like, look, Zendaya's in it.
I mean, there's a good example of what I'm talking about. Like, she's not that pretty. She's not that talented. I mean, the first movie she was in that anybody gave a fuck about was Spider-Man: Homecoming.
True that.
And she was the less important character next to Peter Parker's love interest, and she was far less pretty than her. So what's the hell? Again, best agents in Hollywood. They can make something.
Well, when you got a name that's just one sound,
like Cher,
you go in places.
You know, that was her publicist's idea as well. It's like, my name's Zendaya Coleman, and it's.
And he went, not anymore.
Yeah.
This man isn't black. What?
Is Zendaya actual for $10 says it me? My God, it's Zendaya. Thank you so much, you cheap bitch. We know you're a millionaire. What the fuck?
Zendaya's watching this show. Fuck you, lady. Get off my fucking timeline. I'm tired of hearing about your talentless ass.
You and Barry, get out of here.
Yeah, her character in the Spider-Man movies is insufferable. Damn right, Lisa. Damn right.
Oh, then it was.
That's
call me
Lisa.
MJ. For fuck's sake.
Moving along.
That was groan-worthy. Oh, people call me MJ. Oh, they do they? Like the big reveal.
No, no
like
one
at
does.
the end of the fucking third Nolan Batman movie where you got what's his name? Fucking, that guy from.
What guy?
Third Rock from the Sun, and he cashes a check, and she's like, "Oh, is that's nice. Is that your middle name?" He's like, "Yeah, it is." Oh, I think it's nicer, Robin. And everyone in the cinema just went, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, sorry.
And I fucking hate when movies do shit like that. I hate when movies do shit like that. Like they start a plot point that just fucking goes nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't even really a plot point, though, was it? It was just, oh, it turns out that was Robin. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if that wasn't in there, it wouldn't have mattered. If it is in there and it doesn't matter, so why put it in there?
That was Barry Actual. It me.
Oh my god. I'm loving this guy.
Yeah.
And you. Yeah.
Robin.
I mean, it was like,
Fuck off.
at least it's understandable when the director thinks that they're going to get a trilogy, or they're lied to and told that they're going to get a trilogy when there's no real reason that they are. Like in Batman v Superman, there's like Easter eggs all over the fucking place for other films that just never anything, because your movie was insane and nobody really wanted to see parts 2 or 3 of it. No,
So,
you didn't see that movie. Okay.
Shazam 2.
Yeah.
And it turns out I might have been the only person on the planet who was looking forward to it and still enjoyed it. But I reckon I sort of beginning with the kids. He's like a fucking child therapist or some shit like that. And the Annabelle doll was in the section with all the toys for little kids. And I went, it was only a fucking split second shot. And I went, that's fucking Annabelle. I looked it up later, it's because it was the same director.
Great.
Little Easter egg.
I don't know. It's like Quentin Tarantino and feet. People are just looking for the feet.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Well, not even that. They're looking for the box of Fruit Brute. Everyone's like, I saw the box of Fruit Brute.
That was my nickname in high school.
Fucking hell.
Because you're a gay, violent molester?
Yes.
Oh.
Still
Fucking
is.
nailed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
All
said
got
it was.
From Dusk Till Dawn, he has what's it, Selma Hayek pour fucking tequila down her leg and down her foot into his mouth. He directed that film. He went, I'm doing that bit.
Yeah.
What we know
he's
now, eh? Fucking hell.
Karen Quintantino. He can do whatever he wants.
That's true.
Not anymore.
He could do whatever he wants.
Yeah, but I think there's a lot of actresses that are going to be like, okay, look, you ain't doing nothing with my feet, you pervert. And 2, no, I'm not getting, you need a stunt person for that car. There's a reason Uma won't work with you anymore, because you nearly paralyzed her ass.
I'm not saying the N-word 46 times in a row.
He is a big fan, isn't he?
Yeah. I used to think it was just a bitter line. Now looking back on it, it's kind of a good line when Spike Lee said, what does he want, an honorary black man card?
More shots, 3 shots, 4 shots. All I hear is gunshots. This is where the fun stops. Bodies drop to the floor. Somebody's taking shots.
Woo! Gamer Villain, thank you for the $18. Surprise! 'Tis the season for your sleep paralysis demon to go in my oven. Well, damn it, Villain. Good thing I'm dead tired. That might have scared the socks right off of me. Been one of them days, man. And Valine somehow senses it and comes along to torture me.
Yep.
She's good at that.
Yeah. Airlines halt flights to Haiti after plane hit by gunfire.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll just delete this for Friday.
Whoa. I thought they only did Halloween stores. They do airlines as well?
Wow. That deserved a tisk. I was tisking there. I just had a natural
that
reaction.
one got me.
Yeah, 50-50. I'll take it.
And when I say gunfire, I don't mean military gunfire. I just mean, local scum with guns. Spirit Airlines flight headed to Florida via Port-au-Prince diverted to the Dominican Republic after flight attendant was grazed by a bullet amid broader violence in Haiti's capital.
Wow.
Haiti's international
shithole,
airport
though.
was shut down on Monday after gangs opened fire at a commercial flight landing in Port-au-Prince. Fuck. Why?
You didn't even need to say that was a commercial flight. Look at the plane.
Yeah.
That's a commercial flight. I ain't getting on that. That looks like some fucking economy brandless fucking bag of rice that you would get from some generic store in Canada. I ain't getting on that plane.
There's a store that has just yellow as their thing.
Actually, yeah, I think it's a Canadian thing. Yeah, it's yellow and it just says like just in black text, just like rice.
that's their great value brand. I could see
I
it.
mean, that's their
Yeah.
economy brand. I'm telling you, man, these planes look exactly they're made in Canada.
Well, I mean, that's the worst insult possible. This is the bargain economy brand plane made by Boeing-ish.
My brain.
The Spirit Airlines flight attendant from Fort Lauderdale, Florida to Port-au-Prince was just hundreds of feet. The flight headed, rather, was headed to Haiti's capital when gangs shot at the plane, striking a flight attendant who suffered minor injuries, according to the airline, the U.S. Embassy, and flight tracking data. The flight was diverted and landed in the DR, a much safer place. Yeah. The shooting forced authorities at Toussaint-L'Eveure International Airport to ground all commercial flights. I think Sam just cringed over backwards somewhere and doesn't know why. I don't know how to say this. If somebody's got is better at the ribbits, feel free. Showed both JetBlue Air. What's it?
Love tour.
Toussaint-L'Ouverture.
That's what we're going with.
Yeah.
Hey, Toussaint,
elegant
Drunkle?
dinner party.
Ooh, you're only invited to rounding out the numbers.
Copernica.
Toussaint, Drunkle?
No, I've eaten already. Thank you.
No, that's where Witcher France was.
Oh my God, it was. Yeah. Witcher France. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Toussaint, which is French for two saints.
Huh. Okay.
No. Okay.
Thanks, Drunkle. In a statement, the airline said, "Oh, this should be rich." How does the airline describe this? Flight 951 Fort Lauderdale to Port-au-Prince diverted and landed safely in Santiago, Dominican Republic. Following the flight's arrival at STI, an inspection revealed evidence of damage to the aircraft consistent with gunfire. Nice.
Means a whale's vagina.
Dominican Republic? Really?
Santiago.
Ah. No, I don't think
I
so.
think the J is soft. It's pronounced yogging.
Okay. Now, you guys know
Finish?
I am a fan of a sweet swindle.
Yes.
Of course.
you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. A heist and a swindle. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, a cool heist, a sweet swindle, a cool crime. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
When somebody goes that extra mile and achieves well, I like to salute them. I'm not supporting what they did, but I can appreciate what they managed. A cigarette smuggler tried floating across the river disguised as a water plant.
Oh, fucking hell.
Do you want to see? And they were waiting for him.
I do.
Do you want to see
Yes.
him? Okay.
I do.
I've never wanted to see anything more.
Look at him go! Look at him go!
I mean, it's fine. The trees of Burnham Wood are moving.
Look at him go!
He's seen enough cartoons to think that he could actually get away with this.
I mean, it could have. He went too fast.
Yeah, there's no wind. Come on, man. It's a windless night. You didn't notice this incredibly lush greenery floating on its own?
You
I
could
mean-
have done it. You were just too.
A for effort, though.
That's what I'm
honestly.
saying. Let's give this guy his credit where it's due, man. Like, I love a sweet swindle, and this is a nice attempt at smuggling cigarettes. Well done.
This is a hell of a swindle.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Does this
Busted as well. Like you see the light coming through the leaves, you're like, "Fuck!" Like we know you're in there.
You're right.
Don't say anything.
Does this need to be a donation with like the Mission Impossible? Dun, 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 dun,
He
dun.
like gets to the jetty, and the policeman's like, "We know you're in there," and then like the plant just starts moving backwards away from him. You
No, you don't.
know? Yeah, what would you do? Come on, we know you're in there. Shit, what do I say? Leaves, vines, water, fish.
Like a fucking Pokemon.
The surreal moment as the police arrest a cigarette smuggler disguised as a water hyacinth,
Hyacinth, baby, hyacinth.
as he tries to cross a river from Paraguay to Argentina. Excuse me. Sorry. Soldiers in military fatigues shone their torches at the floating plant as it came towards the boat under the cover of darkness. Their suspicions about the real nature of the unexpected object in front of them proved spot on as a coast inspection revealed what was under the clever camouflage. An officer ended up hoisting up the human being hidden under it aboard before handcuffing him. They discovered they'd been packing 200 packs of rodeo king-size cigarettes in 4 black boxes under a flexible wire mesh covered with a mix of leaves and artificial plants tied to his body. A 42-year-old smuggler. The wetsuit he was wearing thought to keep his temperature higher than it normally would have been. The bizarre incident occurred in the early hours yesterday morning. Nice.
All he was missing was a snorkel.
Presumably his head is like in the roughage there, you know?
No, I mean like just a yellow snorkel sticking up to complete the
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
the picture.
Holy
Maybe
shit,
a
they actually
periscope.
used the word littoral. I never see that
Like
word
a-
anywhere.
A periscope just looking left and right as these leaves are
Yeah.
fucking floating along.
And the random
Holy shit, for anyone who's
Sonar.
ever read Michael Mann and Meg Gardner's book Heat 2, the novel sequel to 1995 Heat, this is exactly where that takes place, in Ciudad del Este, in the Argentinian littoral region between Paraguay and the Paraná River. Where that waterfall is exactly where Ciudad del Este is, where that story takes place. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. It's like, what are the odds? You guys should read more. Read books.
I do.
That wasn't aimed at you, Chad. It was aimed at these two.
I do.
Read books that aren't about, I don't know, fantasy realms.
Ah, you got me.
Aw, I was hoping this was like a high def picture. I want this. I want to save that for my annals of crime awesome. Look at him go. He's 200 packs. That's a man who'll do what he needs to do, huh?
You just see his little face there. Can we just see like just a little bit of face there? Is it
You see face in there?
just a little bit of face?
No, I don't see it.
No, neither do I. You want to watch the short video one more time? I know I do. Come on,
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yes.
Buddy, you're okay in my book. You're
Yeah, you're all right. Yeah. Give him some community service. Let him go. Go on.
Exactly. Give him a summons. You know, he had to show up in court. He deserved. If I was the judge, I'd be like, "Oh man, 200 packs, really, bro? Okay."
There's no judicial punishment that's going to be as bad as what his buddies down the bar are going to do to him. You know?
No.
Oh, here comes Mr. Hyacinth.
Oh, you're not wearing your bush today, huh?
They're fucking giving him his beer with a little fucking leaf in it.
Good. Under a big fucking, just a sprig of mint. Oh, I didn't think you'd see it.
Trying to bring us down a little bit, Denzel Washington announces that he's going to be retiring after his next few films.
I saw this.
This is sad. Black Panther 3? Denzel, you are better than this, man. You,
Apparently not.
yeah.
Well, he's black. I think he's contractually obliged to be in at least one of the Black Panthers.
I think
They
so.
have to. You know, it's the law.
Yeah. The 69-year-old
What?
revealed plans to
He was
retire from
cast.
Hollywood after a slew of acting projects he has in the works. I don't know how many more films I'm going to make. Probably not that many, Washington said during an interview with Australia's Today. With Australia's
that's-
Today? That's the...
Over here, it's
I-
called Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of him recently. He's the age is catching up with him. He's not exactly a young man anymore.
Yeah. He's getting up there. I played Othello at 22. I'm about to play Othello at 70. I would watch the shit out of him playing Othello as an older gentleman. Hell yeah. That's my second favorite.
But they
Shakespearean
put a
drama,
black
so.
spin on it, weren't they? Like Othello or something, you know?
No hard O's.
I have a friend of mine from university, right? Right. I swear this is true, right? He when he graduated, I said, you catch up with people, everything later on. I'd be like, oh yeah, what you been up to? He goes, oh, I'm actually doing a Shakespeare play. Oh yeah. He goes, yes, an all black cast. I was like, oh right, okay. MC Beth. I wish I was joking, man, but that's actually what it was fucking called.
Oh God.
So yeah, it says after that I'll be playing Hannibal. After that, I've been talking with Steve McQueen about doing a film. Isn't he dead?
I thought he was.
After
I
that,
thought so.
Ryan Coogler's writing a part for me in the
That
next.
doesn't mean he's
Black
not
Panther.
talking to him.
Yeah, right. Maybe Sin. I take it back. Maybe he is too old to continue acting.
He keeps coming to me at night when I'm sleeping
Yeah.
and tells me ideas for a film.
I've been acting across from this really up and comer called Corn Pop. It's going to be great. Damn, Denzel. Wow. You need. I'm not going to lie. He looks pretty awesome there. I'm assuming this is. Oh, yeah. This is in Gladiator Deuce. After that, I'm going to do the film Othello. After that, I'm going to do King Lear. Well, the question of Othello, I got to say, it's never who plays Othello. It's who plays Iago. Am I right?
Baba Yago.
Well, the one and only.
With the fucking quill.
Sin, you're doing really well tonight, man.
Washington got his start in the 1977 made-for-television film Wilma, a spin-off of the Flintstones, followed by the 1981 film...
What? Oh, hold on. What?
I added that last part in. It just says Wilma. That's it.
Okay. Holy shit.
Spin-off of the Flintstones. Wait, what?
I would have bought it.
Whew. Yeah, whoa, he's looking kind of Don Cheadle-ish there, isn't he?
A little, dude, yeah.
Black don't crack. That's a gang of lies. Look at my
But
boy
you know what?
Washington and Don.
He is-
Well, Don Cheadle's still much older looking than Denzel is here. Don Cheadle's looking
Yeah, I was going to say,
harsh, man.
he's definitely older than Don Cheadle is, but Don Cheadle looks like his dad here.
Yeah,
But Don Cheadle's always looked old, though.
No.
not like he has recently, like decrepit, like walking on eggshells, Biden old. You know,
Yeah.
it's something. But this is sad to hear because
They're
he's
10 years apart, and Cheadle looks like Denzel is 70.
Yes, well, 69. It says here the 69-year-old
Nice.
revealed. But I mean,
That's how
yeah,
many
I
kids
wouldn't have
Al
thought
Pacino
70
has.
if somebody would have.
Don
put it up.
Cheadle is 10 years younger than him. Jesus Christ.
Let's look up our boy Cheadle.
He's 59.
No, I mean like his face.
It's 69.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's do 2024 so they don't show us pictures when he's 19.
Whatever. He smiles are so like ungenuine. It's like a black Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no recent
Smile
pictures of
never
him. Like
least.
this is not the way Don Cheadle looks in movies in 2024. Come on. Where's
The
his
smile never reaches his eyes, you know?
Well, yeah, he doesn't want to show off them crow's feet,
It's
Maybe he has
tactical.
or in his case,
Smiling.
ravens of death feet. He was the
I'm gonna hit the
inspiration
little boys
for a
room real
Fresh
quick.
Prince
I'll be
of
right back.
Bel-Air spinoff. What Fresh Prince of Bel-Air spinoff?
It was called Wilma.
Oh, that's what that. Look at this shit. Yeah, you know AI when you see it, man.
I mean, lighting and makeup are doing a lot of heavy lifting here.
Yeah. Do you think he stopped crying yet? I wouldn't have. What's his name? Terrence Howard. You think Terrence
The
Howard
boy
has
from
stopped
Hustle
crying
and
yet?
Flow.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also the
What-
guy
what-
with
what-
Terrantology that 1 + 1 = 5 or whatever the fuck.
Why did he get replaced again? What did he do?
Wanted too
finger a
much
kid?
money and input on the script
Right.
because he's insane.
Oh, well.
You know, it was like, what's her name? Wanting, fuck, what's her name? Slipped my mind. Captain
Wilma.
Marvel.
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson. Brie Larson was like, you know, notice that she never demanded what, you know, her male co-stars got for their first film. She got $5 million for the first Captain Marvel. Robert Downey Jr. got $500,000. For Thor,
Yeah, but she
leading
should get
role,
the same.
$250,000. $250,000.
I mean, the thing, like, 5 million isn't enough. For what?
Yeah,
You know how many 4-year cruises you could go on with that money?
exactly. And what do you think she did with that money? Blew it on stupid shit.
But like A Wrinkle in Time.
Lights under surfboards could deter English. Lights under surfboards could deter shark attacks, according to study. I think they're going to attack anyway. That's my theory.
Yeah, but
That,
it would,
that sounds
I mean,
likely.
surfing would look like 10% more awesome with lights on the boards, though.
See, that's what I thought. I like, why don't you want to put lights on the boards anyway, just so you can catch up with them? Or at dawn or dusk surfing, you would look cool.
A cheeky nighttime surf? Yeah.
Yeah.
They did
Light
that in Point
reflecting
Break.
off
It
of
was
the-
awesome.
Mm.
So, you know, that's
But
my
anyway.
only point, is that I don't care what you say at Macquarie University here in New South Wales. They're going to attack anyway.
Yeah, we won't. We
Yeah,
don't
I
want
think so.
could. Get to us when you've done the fucking research. Don't be like, I've had an idea. Let's contact the BBC about this. Go and do the research, then make an article about it. Don't give me
Yeah,
could.
you get on a surfboard.
Give us the data. Lights on surfboards deter shark attacks. Not could. That's not news. That's potential news.
Yeah, we have shown that. Well, what they did is they put together what you see here. I read through the whole story. Drunkle tried doing that, and they put lights on the they put lights on the bottom of these things that look like seals to see if they would attack. And they found get this, 60% probability that they would not attack. So they've got a 10% advantage over a 50-50 shot.
Well, I guess, I mean, as a shark looking at, your dinner like that, and you go, well, I'm a predator, but it seems my prey has got some level of technology to back it up here. Must be a Navy SEAL. It's the silence
That
that
was-
follows, really, isn't it?
That was so much setup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Donate heavily to those who didn't drop that joke. Okay, moving along.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's going to the tots.
Why are you running?
Ha! Fuck you, Polly. It was bewildered sharks for $12. He says, the light, it bewilders. Thank you, bewildered sharks.
Bewildered.
I'll get booze in the chat. I don't care. I just got $12. Fuck you.
Salman Rushdie's Satanic Verses can be imported into India after court is told the 1988 ban order can't be found. They lost the paperwork.
Bureaucracy
I'm
at
tired
its
of hearing from
finest.
Salman Rushdie. It's like, I wrote something and now people want me dead. Yeah? You ever been on YouTube, mate? It's awful.
Stop writing dog shit.
Yeah, right, yeah. What fucking Rowling did with the fucking English wizard, mate. She's famous. People want to kill her for very different reasons. But Rushdie, come on, you're named after a fish.
Yeah, but there is a massive difference between a whole bunch of like green-haired weirdos the world round threatening you on Twitter and the entire Muslim population of the world threatening to kill you. Big difference.
A cheeky fatwa, yeah.
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 And also, like, I mean, is he not making any money off of this book or anything that he can only afford half a pair of sunglasses?
You know that eye's missing because some Muslim gouged it out with a knife during an attack, right?
He thinks he's a pirate.
Arg.
I did not know that.
Muhammad's a
but he's
pedophile.
missing the peg
Yo ho
leg.
ho.
Captain Salmon.
Oh. It was banned in India for
Get a
decades,
peg
but
leg,
officials
you
have challenged the court where he's unable to find the
poser.
original order. The Satanic Verses' ban has been effectively lifted after court said the government was unable to produce the original notification and impose the ban. The India-born British author's novel was banned in India in 1988 after some Muslims found it to be blasphemous. Okay.
I'd say it was some. It was like the big Muslims.
Well, originally it was
What
the
was the-
mullahs in like the
Muslims.
Iranian
Mullahs. There you
yeah,
go.
yeah. Originally, it was them who put out the fatwa, but then it was backed up by everybody else. Even those who didn't agree with them, because there's splits inside of Islam between Shiite and Sunni, and even the Sunnis ended up backing it up because. Do you know why? What's the big deal?
I don't know.
No, it's actually a really simple story. It's just they don't want to say it. Some Muslims found it. This is NBC News. Yeah. Why don't you say why? Because if you say why, it will not be good for, your promotion of Islam as the religion of peace bullshit. Muhammad of Mecca, the most obvious fake prophet in history.
Peace be unto him.
Police be unto him. Pronounce it correctly.
All right. If someone wants a fatwa, someone wants to have a
Come
pair
at
of
me, bro.
sunglasses, don't they?
It's very straightforward. He claims that he's having
I'm
these
Muslim,
revelations from God, and he's saying these things. At some point, he says, "Oh, well, I'm having the and there's a big fight with all of the polytheists around." He says, "My God is the only God that there is. This one God amongst their plethora of gods that they had," and he wasn't getting along too well with all of the various polytheists in Mecca at the time because he wanted to be known as the prophet of the one true God. It wasn't really about the one true God. It was about him being the prophet. In any case, he announces that it's okay that you worship the two daughters of Allah as well. That God has indeed two daughters, and you can send your prayers to them if you want. That's fine. He gets this in a revelation. And everyone freaked out. They're like, what the hell? You've been saying for years that this isn't the case, that we should be murdering people who disagree with us. And so he says, oh, wait.
Do you know how many people I killed, mate?
Well,
Fucking hell.
Right.
Now you're telling
And now
me?
you switch the story. So what did he do? He switched his story again and said, that was Satan whispering in my ear. That wasn't a revelation from God. Those were the verses from Satan, hence the Satanic Verses. So yeah, linked up in there in the earliest days of Islam, the fake prophet from Mecca was preaching Satan's word and not able to tell the difference.
Well, the great defiler.
Yeah.
He's a savvy boy. He's the devil, Good actor.
My
Lots
only
of
point
voices.
being is that NBC News will have no trouble pointing out everything that's wrong with Christianity and every flaw and every controversy and every little bit of historical this or that. But this is as much right here as they're willing to write about, 1.8 billion people trying to kill one guy because he wrote a novel that contained the Satanic Verses.
Well, in fairness, I think NBC News don't want to get Charlie Hebdo'd here,
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tell me their threats don't work on some level. Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. And that's why you can't knuckle down to them, because they will keep going, because they work. So don't let them work.
Je suis NBC.
Right. Moving along. Missing father fake death, left country to meet with another woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't get away with it, I'm guessing.
No, he didn't. And a dramatic twist was revealed in the search for the missing kayaker in Wisconsin. Ryan Borgawart of Waterton went missing on August 12th after...
That's a thing. That's a thing from fucking Rick and Morty, isn't it? The Borgalorts?
The Borgalods?
Yeah.
If not, I think it should be. Sounds like it is.
Oh, I thought you guys were going to talk about... Okay,
Oh.
I was waiting to... Is it?
No.
Okay,
No.
all right. The Borgalords
You
it
were
is. Okay.
vaping. Shut up. We know what you were doing.
Well, yeah, but I only started vaping because I'm like, oh, well, these guys are going to talk. It's time for a hit. Like, I don't know. The sheriff said they became suspicious after Borgawart's name was checked under law enforcement one day after he disappeared and discovered it was actually from a cartoon show. We don't know where he is.
No, stop making shit up.
Where is Borgalort's actual? I'm waiting for that motherfucker to pop
I
up.
think it's just past Neptune.
The sheriff had this line for the ages to say, we don't know where he is, but he's not in our lake.
No,
I
our
mean-
lake is just full of plants and cigarettes.
The The sheriff office also revealed it was communicating with a woman in Uzbekistan,
Ooh.
and that's where he turned up, Uzbekistan. So
How the fuck did they find him there?
because a woman from
one white
Uzbekistan
person.
called, where was it? Waterton, Wisconsin, to say, Borgalort's here.
Can you come
Look
get
out
him?
for a white guy with a white guy name. Borgerlord.
Moving along. Oh, snap! Reload.
Shit.
Florida launch investigation after severed human head washes ashore in Miami Beach.
Whoa.
Fucking Wednesdays, man.
So there it is, right there.
That looks nothing like a head.
Well, they
Yeah.
covered it up, you know. Florida
Well,
officials
that's-
launched investigation after a severed human head was discovered by horrified beachgoers.
Stop! You violated the law. It's been too long since I've seen a good draw. I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm. Remember the
Remember the Emperor. Borgalort Rick. Hey, Morty, I turned myself into a missing kayaker, Morty. Thank you. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm kayaker Rick.
The Miami-Dade Police Department arrived on the beach at around 8:40 a.m. after receiving multiple reports of a human head on the sand. The head was original. Damn it.
Fucking hell. How do they know it wasn't just someone like buried up to their neck?
That's a good question, actually. I don't know. The head was originally found by a worker raking the beach. It's unclear if the head belonged to a man or a woman because we are in 2024. And the police are working with the medical examiner's office to determine the person's identity because they don't want to misgender the head. A spokeswoman
No.
of the Miami-Dade police said it was too early to tell the decapitation is connected to any recent causes in the area, like the headless bodies. How many do you
Yeah.
have?
Look,
I'm a
if we
mascot.
find one, we might be able to cinch this thing.
Recent cases in the area, including one concerning a teenager who went missing just off the coast of Miami Beach Sunday. They got the body, but ain't got no head. Huh.
Yeah. Although a foot will later wash up as well, and then you get the guy from fucking CSI Miami going,
Oh,
"Looks
they
like
got
the
it.
killer's one step ahead."
I knew something.
Ow!
They just
Was
don't
a
want me
foot.
reading this story. It's New York Times or New York Post that always does this to me. I don't know why. You don't have a trustworthy site. That's all I can determine. Blobs that closed Australian beaches were made of poop, weed, and meth, scientists say. Thank you, Valine, for this story.
Sounds like Florida, too.
Thousands of mysterious blobs that washed ashore and shut down several beaches in Sydney, Australia, ended up being made of poop, marijuana, and methamphetamine. The black balls washed up on Coogee Beach. The black balls of Coogee Beach.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love their early work
Yeah.
when they were about the music. Got too political later.
They were believed to be made of tar, according to ABC News. However, after testing was conducted, it was determined the balls consisted of cooking oils, traces of weed, meth, fossil fuels, soap scum, PFAS, pesticides, veterinary drugs, and human feces, among other things.
Same.
What? Wow. What the fuck is going off of Sydney, man? Holy shit. Where did the blobs come from? Scientists aren't certain where the blobs came from. However, they suspect it may be a result of
Who
pollution.
built the blobs, Joe?
The blobs.
It's definitely not from an oil spill. It's human-generated waste or pollution that somehow made it into the water. Meth?
Said the head of Shell.
Holy shit. Look at them. Look at the little blobs. Is it getting bigger? No, it doesn't. But look at them. It's disgusting.
There's poo in there.
And meth. And weed.
Yeah. Yeah, despite there being poo involved as well, you know there's going to be some fucking crackheads climbing over each other to get their hands on a blob.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
I mean, it's even worse than the Fatbergs. Remember them?
I remember the Fatbergs, yeah.
Yeah.
Dated a few.
Seattle woman accused of killing father with ice axe after argument about lights.
Jeez.
I know it's
I'll
not.
just go ahead and delete this for Friday.
I know it's not, but is there any chance it was an axe made out of ice?
No. Oh, is that where your mind went? As opposed to...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah. That way, the murder weapon could never be found because it, melted.
Yeah.
Been charged with first-degree murder after the death of her father. After authorities described what as a violent attack. Charging documents in King County Prosecuting Attorney's Office revealed the chilling details with the ice axe. See what they did?
Yeah, yes, that's good. Yeah.
It was a cold-blooded murder. No, nothing. Fuck y'all. I don't care. It's fine.
All right.
According to investigators, Burke and her father, 67-year-old Timothy Burke, began arguing after he insisted in keeping the lights on. They tried to make peace, but the ground was frozen. They couldn't bury the hatchet, you see.
Yeah.
They could.
That'll break the ice.
The killer's on thin ice.
He's going to do cold, hard time.
He's a cold-hearted bitch to do that. After the argument, Burke reportedly went upstairs, retrieved an ice axe, and returned to confront him in the basement. Detectives alleged that she tripped him and used the axe to strike him repeatedly. She admittedly...
When he fell, she said, "Let me ask you a question."
No one said they're black.
It's just Futurama. All right.
She also strangled him with her hands and the axe while he struggled to breathe, sustaining injuries to his head, back, and side.
That is what happens when you strangle somebody. They tend to
true.
struggle to breathe.
Yeah, otherwise you're not doing it right.
Good point. She tried strangling him while he intoned the words from the HMS Pinafore. Like, what the hell?
I can't breathe.
Of a modern major
That's
general.
HMS Floyd.
Charging documents further state that Burke struck her father multiple times with the ice axe, inflicting puncture wounds deep enough to penetrate his lung and rib cage. Additional injuries included blunt force trauma to his head and what officers describe as bite marks on his back. Damn, woman!
She bit the back.
I mean,
That's some
Oof.
rage right there.
yeah. She was reportedly unresponsive to questions, stating only that she was sick and hadn't eaten. Okay, the first part, I believe you. The second part is not
Yes.
really relevant here.
Hangry. She was hangry.
Axe of Frost. Thank you for the $11. Plus 10 cold damage. Oh! Wow. That's... Oof. That's a hell of a die modifier. Now, they're otters. Reminds me of something. You guys with your otter sausage?
It was raccoon, but yeah, okay. It was led on to other conversations about otter sausage, which I would like to preempt with saying you brought them up, by the way, otter sausages. No one else did.
Valine sent me this. Proper otter sausages. Those are normal pork sausages being carried by adorable little bread otters. See?
Are they being carried by them, or is he holding on to his dick?
No, that's how otters eat. They swim on their backs and crush clamshells on their tummies. It's what
With their dick.
No.
You said that's not milk up there.
That's not milk at all.
little-
That's a salt shaker.
You little otter dicks.
It's a salt shaker. They're adorable, all right? And thank you for sending these, Valine, because it made me feel better after that raccoon sausage thing. And I don't even want to talk about the other thing she sent. It was just...
Which part would you eat first?
The head, like with gummy bears, bite the head off. Yeah.
Put them out of their misery, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
fair enough.
That's what you got to do.
Those are way too cute to have prions, right? I got 3 people telling me when I said prions on Monday, they're like, that only comes from eating brain matter. And I'm like, yeah, it was a joke, man. Shit.
No jokes allowed. No jokes allowed. There you go, fuck yourself. Says, oh my God, adorable. It's food.
It's adorable food. I don't disagree
Food
with you.
can't be adorable.
Look at the little whiskers. Look at the little smiles.
I gotta eat them.
Bullshit. Have you ever seen a baby cow? They're cute as hell.
Oh, that is food. All right.
Oh, yeah. I should send this to Kefki.
Well,
She'd
I
get
mean,
a kick out of that, Jim.
That's a calf, though, isn't it? Like, really, it's only food when it grows up.
I got to give them credit being somebody who's not very good at baking. They got these to a golden brown perfection. Look at that.
Well, except for bottom left, looks like he fell asleep in the sun.
A little bit. Which is
a
going to
little
come
crisp.
up again later. Hold on to that thought.
Oh, okay.
Where were we? 3. Okay. Florida man accused of stabbing brother in the neck for talking over food while cooking.
Talking over the... Shut up, I'm trying to listen to the fries.
Yeah. Alexander Rodriguez. He's a Latino. 20. Stabbed his brother in with...
So he said it like you were on The View.
I know. Hold on to that thought. It's coming up in a second.
Oh my God.
Stabbed his brother with a kitchen knife at their Miami home after the two got into an argument. The brother took off to the bedroom as Rodriguez followed behind him, slicing his arm and face. Wait a minute. He ran backwards? How did he slice his face if he was running away?
Maybe he was like, no, he's running away, looking back, going, like, no, please don't.
Yeah.
Heroin. Peppermint flavored heroin.
I haven't seen that one in a while.
Yeah. Gary Valine, thank you for the 375. When I got done my chemistry homework, I saw the Aussie article, and I knew you needed it. Also, I'm giggling about lumps of coal, Drunkle. Jesus. Yeah, I got, if it makes you feel any better, Drunkle, I got lambasted in DMs for that lump of coal joke, man. They let me have it.
I don't recall.
That your mom said you were the greatest
Oh, that's
lump
right.
of coal
Yeah,
ever.
okay.
That was cold, man. And I was like, it was a joke. Shit, fuck.
I love the idea that, like, as you're falling asleep, that night, you were just like, I'm hilarious.
I'm a scamp.
Lumps of coal.
Yeah, so he stabbed him. Yeah,
He stabbed him.
Yeah, we got to move. We're running out of time here. Florida man convicted of shooting at alcohol and tobacco firearms agents while speeding more than 100 miles per hour on the I-4 learns his fate. If you remember, we did this story before.
My hero.
Yeah.
I mean, you're driving at 100 miles an hour. I mean, of course, you're shooting at. You're not shooting. You're shooting at. You ain't hitting anything at 100 miles an hour. Well, you are, but not your target.
Yeah. And I believe that this story needs to be read with a dramatic intonement. Like, it's just, okay, here we go. A convicted felon will spend the next 4 decades behind bars for firing at federal agents while leading them on a multi-county high-speed chase through Plant County and Lakewood. Francisco Cribera, 29 of Dover.
Plants and lakes again?
Yes.
Seems like a bit of an overreaction.
He robbed 2 stores and a gas station in Plant City and Brandon between the 13th and 17th of 2022. During these robberies, officials say Cabrera held victims at gunpoint at times. He removed the magazine from his pistol, showed the bullets to the victims, and stated, "This is for real." Or, "Give me the money or I will shoot you." Not exactly a Schwarzenegger 80s line, is it?
It seems like something from Fallout 3 where you get to choose your dialogue, This is for real, or give me the money or I'll shoot you. You can only pick one.
You know, I was watching a movie the other day that was actually pretty good. It's not the level of John Wick, but it's John Wick-like fun. If you haven't seen Bullet to the Head, it's worth checking out with Sylvester Stallone. Kind of slipped by a lot of people's notice. That's worth watching. Think of it as John Wick with less action scenes, but far more realistic blood plug-in effects.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. And he's got this one line in there where he, classic trope, he unloads the guy's gun, he takes the magazine out of it and unchambers around before he gets into a conversation with him, and the guy tries pulling out the gun on him and, shooting him. And Stallone goes, guns don't kill people. Bullets do! And he holds up the magazine that he took out of his gun. I'm like, nice. I can.
That's good, but it's still not on par with no bullets hands.
No bullet hands?
No bullets hands.
Ah.
Yeah, no bullets, Hans.
Yeah.
But I mean, can we talk about bullet hands? Can we make that an anime character, please?
But you didn't say, it goes, "Aw,
My
no
Hero Academia?
bullets hands." Like that's the, what do you think? I'm stupid? Takes a gun from him. Now, let's get into a little bit of politicking.
Oh, okay.
Does everyone remember the famous Trump #1 finger from the White House when he met with Barack Obama? Does anyone remember this awesome photograph?
No, but
this is when Donald Trump first visited the Oval Office, visited the White House after his victory. The best thing about it is how sad Barack Obama looks because I was supposed to have 3 terms. I was going to direct Hillary. And Trump's like, "Nah, man, we won. We're #1. And there's Lincoln in the background looking sad.
Dude, You know, with that bust of Lincoln, if you lift up the head, there's a button underneath that. You know there
I
is.
hope so.
And the fireplace spins around.
I'd like to
reveal
think so.
Obama's sex dungeon. No, Bill Clinton's sex dungeon.
Like this, it says so much. You could read so much into the facial expressions on both of them. This is like, you just picture what's going through Obama's head, where it's like, yeah, seriously, this was supposed to be a third term for me. I was supposed to be able to direct the White House and direct national policy from my home that I still haven't gotten rid of in DC, even though every other president before me left. I'm such an arrogant ass. I think I can direct the ship of state, even though I'm not elected president anymore. And then Trump going, nuh-uh. Well, we do have.
The picture really does say 1,000 words, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, here's the picture of Trump and Biden.
Dude, why does Biden look not real?
He looks.
Yeah,
look at the difference in his
Biden.
eyes. Isn't it weird? But I mean, just overall, look how happy he looks. It's like he
Yeah,
won.
of course he is. He voted for Trump.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Try and tell me in this photograph. Like, I mean, this says a lot, but this, I think, says even more. Trump's just like, I don't trust the media. He's like, this is the outcome I wanted. I'm the only guy who beat Trump. Me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I see going on here. I can't get enough of that picture. It's so great. But the excuse me.
All right there, Joe.
Excuse me. Oh, throat's a little dry. Need to go wet my whistle. But the politics continue. Hundreds of wanted posters were plastered across the University of Rochester. Jewish faculty members were targeted. All of the faces on all of the wanted posters that aren't taped up, they're glued, so you'd have to scrape them off with industrial adhesive, are all the Jewish faculty members for supporting displacement of Palestinians, for ethnic cleansing, for racism. This is the absolute state of things following Trump's win. This is
Kind
like
of lucky they all have blurred faces, though, isn't it? Like,
Although, that
to be
was
honest,
an
if
act
you-
of
you look-
generosity on the protesters' part, yes, to digitize
Yeah.
all their faces like that. Yeah.
right.
I,
Mind you, if I saw something like that in the street, I'd be like, I know who you are. I'm remembering that. He had a blurred face.
yeah, the university president, Sarah Megelsendorf. That sounds so made up.
All these Rick and Morty names.
All names are made up, Polly.
Well, yeah. Yeah, the tolerant left, right? Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Hundreds of posters depicting Jewish faculty members as wanted were plastered across. They don't talk about, I mean, if you read other stories, yeah, they're put up there with industrial adhesive. You have to scrape them off and destroy the wall to get them off. It was on purpose. Her statement, the president, is, I want to be as clear as I can that the University of Rochester strongly denounces the recent display of wanted posters targeting senior university leaders as a member of our faculty, staff, and trustees. This act is disturbing, divisive, and intimidating as it runs counter to our values as a university. Doesn't mention once how they were individually targeted and why they were targeted. Doesn't mention anything about Hamas, anything about Israel, anything about Jews, anything about Palestinians, anything about Arabs. Just, this is wrong. Imagine. I know, people are sick of hearing it. Well, we might as well get the last few chances of it out. Imagine if these were Trump supporters who did this and put up wanted posters for Biden administration people for, treachery, for allowing illegals across the border like
They'd
crazy.
be arrested.
Do you know what I mean? And they wouldn't have any problem. The president would have no problem describing in detail what they were denouncing. I know it's an old line, but they accuse you of what they're doing. You're racists. Really? I think all the anti-Semites are in your fucking party.
They've really been coming out of the woodwork since last week, Polly.
Yep. Yep, they have.
The mask is, it's not even on anymore. Fucking the racism, the sexism, the anti-Semitism is really, they've really started to shine in the past week.
Yeah. And the results of the news entertainers that we like to talk about here the most, right? Because we can't affect national politics, but we can sure as hell point out what a bunch of lying scum fucks the so-called journalists are, am I right? So the rats in the sinking ship, CNN host Chris Wallace leaving the network after 3 years to explore possible full-time podcasting career. Gee, where does he think? Wow. Chris Wallace, the former gold standard of journalism on Fox News, leaves Fox News, goes over to CNN. Look at this. Have you seen CNN's ratings? Have you seen Joy Reid's ratings? All of them down by a minimum of 50%. A minimum of 50%. Joy Reid down 62%. Nobody wants to hear that race baiter anymore. It's beautiful.
Nobody's interested except their little echo chamber.
Yeah. Yes. That's the whole of it right there. That's the TLDR. No one's interested except for the most core radicalized people. No one believes it's even news anymore. At least the people who are smart enough to know. Just turning it off. And guys like Chris Wallace, who have seriously fucked up, at least they have a modicum of a scintilla, if you will, of sense to, I'm getting the fuck away from this place. Did you hear CNN is getting ready? I was looking for the news article and couldn't find it. They're getting ready to slash all their top hosts because their salaries are simply too large and they can't afford it anymore.
Poof.
Yeah. They can
Love to
save
see it.
$40 million a year just by slashing their top 5 anchors. Wow.
How do you write women so well?
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
That's how you get CNN. Gamer Valine, thank you very much for 350. Oh, that reminds me. I got to send you something that happened near me, and there are arrests being made. Cool. Let me know. That's pretty vague. I'm trying to get excited about arrests, but it depends on who's being arrested. So nobody cares except for their own core audience of radicals. Have you heard them changing their tunes slightly? You wouldn't think. I never would have thought that I would have heard Joe Scarborough and his wife Mika, head of the resistance, etc., etc. Listen to them now.
Interesting message for Democrats. Maureen Dowd's piece for the New York Times entitled Democrats and the Case of Mistaken Identity Politics. Some Democrats are finally waking up and realizing that woke is broke. Democratic insiders thought people would vote for Kamala Harris even if they didn't like her to get rid of Trump. But more people ended up voting for Trump, even though many didn't like him because they liked the Democratic Party less.
These two. Remember, it was Joe on the right there saying that I have dinner with at the White House 2 or 3 times a month, and this is the best Biden ever, right before they threw him overboard.
And they say, they thought that people were going to vote for Kamala because they, even though they didn't like her, because they didn't like Trump more. No, they didn't think that. They were banking on it.
Yeah. Yeah. And they threw all of their weight behind it. And now that their ratings are just, I shouldn't say across the board. Morning Joe is only down 40%. The show that these two are on together.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot. Like, why it matters is not just people aren't watching. Yes, that matters, but it matters for more reasons than that. The amount of eyes you have on something is how much you can sell your advertising time for. If you don't have that many eyes, you can't sell your advertising time for that much anymore. And that means you have to cut your budget and cut your salaries and. That's why they give a fuck ultimately. Like the people that are like producers and in charge. They're the Comcast, who ultimately owns MSNBC, is looking to sell it off. Really? Why would you want to get rid of a far left propaganda wing? Gee, I wonder. Maybe it's because after years and years of, you have Joy Reid, the biggest race baiter in the industry. That used to be Van Jones, but then, Joy Reid, surpassed him. You have Rachel Maddow, $30 million a year to do one show a week. 1 2-hour show a week, $30 million a year.
God damn.
Little top heavy.
And we're
perhaps.
over here like, hey, $15 on slabs is pretty good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right? You.
She got a great ass. And you got your head all the way up it. Jesus.
Festonia, thank you for the 1375. Time to hit that great ass. It's about that time. And I was happy you did. I wasn't expecting that. I'm so happy I updated that. Is Jen Psaki singing a different song? What do you think?
Probably not.
No, of course not. Let's listen in.
Look, I happen to believe that Donald Trump is a major threat to our democracy. Too many people either didn't buy it and didn't show up, or were willing to price in the risks because other issues were more important to them. And the answer to that failure isn't to say fascism doesn't matter, it does, or to say everyone who didn't vote for Harris is to blame for not hearing or understanding the threat. It's for candidates to rethink how they prioritize what they talk about moving forward. It's to rethink how they engage moving forward. Do that Joe Rogan podcast, by the way.
Wow. Little bit late, Jen. Do that Joe Rogan podcast, by the way. The one that you said was a joke, the ivermectin guy who was taking horse pills. That guy, you think he should do that, maybe? Or you think she should do that?
Ivermectin, which also turned out to be effective against COVID.
That's right. But they never backtracked that story. They all just mocked and laughed at him. And notice what she's saying. We're not saying fascism isn't a big deal. They won't back off of it. It's like, no, it is a big deal. It is important. I'm not a liar. We're just saying what they...
Little man, put that shit in my hand. If that money doesn't show, then you owe me, oh.
Not bad for $15.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's literally not bad.
This woman with her they need to redirect and reprioritize what they talk about. Notice what she's advising them to do. Just give lip service to the right things. She's not saying it is important. Fascism is important. And we're not going to blame the voters, as she said at the end, for not recognizing the severity of it. In other words, you do blame them for not recognizing the severity of it. Just make sure you talk about the things that polls are telling you people want to hear about. You're advising politicians to lie, and as a former press secretary, a damn liar, it's coming through. But now she's a journalist, so it's fine. Way to wear all white, suffragette, by the way. Here's a little map that I came across.
Suffragettes wore black.
What's that?
I thought the suffragettes wore black.
Shit. Who's it that wore white?
The Squad. And the KKK.
What? Who were the congresswomen trying to identify with historically by wearing all white to the various states of the union?
The Squad.
Speeches? Yeah, but it was more than just the Squad. It was like a good 30 of them, 40 of them. Who were they trying to identify with historically? Can't remember.
Jesus?
Either way.
Was it the suffragettes?
I thought it was. I could be wrong. Not my area of history, so yeah, I'm open to being corrected. Here's a map.
Right.
States Harris won versus states that have ID requirements. Just let that sink in for a second. Wait a minute. You didn't win a single state that didn't require ID? What? Every state you won had no.
That's interesting.
There's two where's ID required on the East Coast. But I mean, look, what you should provide. You've got to show that it's you.
Well, there it is, Maine. Yeah, there's Maine off there. Yeah. But I mean is there a theme among states that Harris won? Yeah. I mean, I'm no fan of Newsmax, but that's a telling graph, man, or graphic rather.
Yeah,
I don't see the fucking problem. You're gonna vote. You're doing something in your name. You got to prove that it's you who's doing it. I don't see the fucking problem with ID required. Oh, but it's racist. It's racist. No, it's racist to suggest that fucking black people don't have ID.
That they don't have ID, or it's impossible or overly difficult, prohibitively difficult for them to get, and that was the narrative right there.
Yeah, the black people don't drive. Right. Is what they were saying.
I can't find out because they can't use the internet apparently. Again,
right?
Who are the racists? What the hell?
Yeah. Well, the past week has shown it's the people who've been calling everyone else racist that are actually the biggest racists. Who knew?
Yeah.
Well, we knew.
Shocker.
The AAA, us AAAers sat here smug as a bug in a rug right now.
Your girlfriend, go home and take it out on your wife. Be a man.
Gamer Valine, I listened to a good interview with Rob Schneider while I was doing schoolwork last night. I'm going to send it to you and Polly. All right, thank you.
so let us move on to our titular article here as we wrap this fucker up. Take me out, I'm done. Man found dead in tanning Man found dead in tanning bed at Planet Fitness in Indianapolis 3 days after he walked into the gym.
Jeez, actually cooked to death. No.
Well, it's not clear
This
if he
was,
died in there, but he cooked in there. According to police reports, Sink's family had
Yeah.
last contact with him on Friday. They reported him missing on Sunday. Police confirmed that they were investigating a death. A woman who was at Planet Fitness Monday morning told 13 News that she and other members noticed a foul smell in the building that got worse near the tanning rooms.
Wow.
And that's where they found him.
Sear the skin, haven't you? Lock in those natural flavors.
This was on Final Destination, wasn't it?
Ooh, not the first one.
I'm pretty sure a tanning bed death was on Final Destination.
I love this line. The tanning bed has a door, I believe. But still, why are we not concerned that the tanning bed has been closed for 3 days?
Yeah, is no one like checking these things, cleaning them?
I mean, what? It's a terrible way to go. But yeah, they did find needles and such among his belongings and so forth. But it's like, so he died, but he still continued to bake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh
boy.
It's still horrible. I mean, ugh. Doesn't smell like that deep fried turkey you were looking forward to, Sin. Not at all.
I got sent a link to what the hell's the Popeyes deep fried turkey.
Right.
And it's a joke between a guy and me in my chat that Popeyes is shit yourself food.
Mm-hmm.
So he sent me the link. He's like, we're shitting ourselves Thanksgiving. I'm like, I was planning on doing that anyway. Now I have an excuse.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That does bring us to the end of our show. We're running short on time, but if you have any questions, jam them in chat while I find out from these gentlemen what they've been up to, particularly Drunkle. How's the gamage been going?
What do you mean particularly? No, unfortunately, no gaming. Alas, no gaming this week as I've been working, and we'll be working tomorrow. But no workings on Friday. So I'm maybe switch over Technology Tuesday with something that begins with F on Friday for a bit of Fallout 4. But guys, I mean, the most important thing is Saturday and Sunday we've got 2 Jackbox Olympics side by side over on twitch.tv/drunkleplays. You want to win the prize? The prize. And you...
Ooh.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, do you know what? Just leave it there.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, I think you improved it.
Yeah, that made it better.
Did someone just actually lean? It's kind of like shooting Superman. You can do it, but they just bounce off. Sin, how have things been with you? What do you got for us?
Oh, not too bad. Check out stuff on the Sin and Sash channel. There's fun stuff over there. And I did a stream on the Silent Sin channel last night covering just some election meltdown compilations. It was pretty good.
Nice. Love them.
Brian Moore says, actually, did you see the bucket lady smuggling cigarettes? Did you see the floating bush smuggler in the water, Drunkle?
Right. Brian Morrison, you can tell he's a Brit because there used to be a television show called Keeping Up Appearances, and the main character was Hyacinth Bouquet.
Okay.
But people would call her the Bucket Woman.
Oh.
She'd say that her surname was, Bouquet, but it was spelt Bucket. But this guy was he was hidden amongst hyacinths, wasn't he, in the lake, smuggling the cigarettes?
Yeah. Wow,
So
that is some inside baseball. That's like under the dome.
Yeah.
Good reference there, Brian Morris said. But no, I do not see the bucket lady smuggling cigarettes.
Valine's like, I'm driving. Where did I get actually? Nowhere, Valine. Like I said, it's like shooting Superman.
Don't
The
worry about it.
ricochets just bounce off. It's fine.
Just let him have this. just this one.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for all of your generous donations. Best chat online. Drunkle, if they just can't do without us and need to know where they're going to find us next, where would that be?
We're going to be back on Friday on the Silent Sin channel at 10:30 p.m. GMT, 5:30 p.m. ST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30 on Christmas Island, Polybobs.
Excellent. And as everybody
Wonderful.
knows, over on Christmas Island, the crabs are currently migrating. So shout out to you folks over in Flying Fish Cove. We love you to death. So we'll see you over there on Friday. In the meantime, have a good night, everyone.
Later.